connectivity with soul and connectivity with super soul. This is meditation. मस्तिष्क अज्ञान से, हृदय अश्रद्धा से, हाथ अकर्मण्यता से, जीवन अशुभ से मुक्त हो जाता है, जीवन मुक्त हो जाते हैं. यह है मेडिटेशन. योग का हमारे बॉडी, माइंड, थॉट्स, इमोशंस, एनर्जी लेवल पर, और इसमें भी एक बहुत गहरा अनुसंधान होता है. हमारे जो न्यूरॉन्स हैं ब्रेन के, वो कैसे रेस्पॉन्स करते हैं. जैसे हम किसी एक्टिविटी में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं तो हमारे न्यूरॉन्स जो है फायर करने चाहिए, एक्टिव होने चाहिए, और जैसे हम काम होते हैं तो वैसे ही हमारा ब्रेन शांत हो जाना चाहिए.
In the adjacent room, we have seen that we have fixed the electrodes on the different scalp side. Here we measure the response of the person when he is attending a attention task. So when the person is attending the task, this wave is generated, which is called the P300 wave. And in this, what does this wave tell us? This wave tell us about the number neural resources recruited during the task and processing speed of the brain. So here we can see this experiment we have conducted before and after Kapalbhati, and what we found that this after Kapalbhati, the processing speed of the brain is increased, where the neurons or neural resources are more when attending the task. So this is the just glimpse of the study that we have completed, and there we can see this is the heart rate variability. When the person attend the task, so there is an increase in the heart rate, right? So what we want to check, whether when the person is practicing Kapalbhati, whether the attention improves without increasing the heart rate. What is the significance of that? That if the heart rate or the blood pressure is very prolonged, increased for a long period of time, then there is a chance that person will get the cardiac problems. So what we want to check, whether the person can improve attention without any risk of cardiovascular problem.
Now we are doing the different postures. When we are doing the postures, then blood pressure will be up, and after 10 to 20 seconds it will be 100% normal. So if you are suffering from hypertension or heart problem, don't do the Sarvangasana or Shirshasana. What is the scientific reason? You can see here. You can see here my blood pressure is 109. This is the normal blood pressure. Now I'm doing the Sarvangasana, and you can see what is the result of Sarvangasana.
154 by 97.
I'm a healthy person. तो भी सर्वांगासन करने के बाद बीपी बढ़ा. अभी 10 और 20 सेकेंड्स के बाद आप दोबारा चेक कर लेंगे. अभी मैं नॉर्मल ब्रेथ लूंगा और उसके बाद आप दोबारा मेजर करना.
So it is 102 by 72. Yes.
माने नॉर्मल से भी नीचे आ गया. करने के बाद एक बार बीपी बढ़ा, उसके बाद इसको बोलते हैं आपका हार्ट रेट वेरिएबिलिटी से लेकर के बीपी से लेकर के सब पैरामीटर्स आपके एब्सोल्युटली राइट आते हैं. इसलिए हेल्दी आदमी का तो ये अच्छा पैरामीटर है. आई एम ऑलवेज हेल्दी, बट यू कैन सी द साइंटिफिक इफेक्ट ऑफ योगा. सिटिंग पोजीशन में कितना ब्लड प्रेशर और कितना ऑक्सीजन सैचुरेशन है और कितना हार्ट रेट है वो इसमें देख सकेंगे. और फिर इसके बाद करते समय और करने के बाद और 10 और 20 सेकेंड्स के बाद क्या होता है वो सब आपको दिखाते हैं शीर्षासन.
Now you can see the blood pressure reading is 102 by 72 and oxygen saturation level is 98%. So now Swamiji is going for the headstand practice. It is a balancing pose, so not everyone can practice. It requires a lot of effort as well as the practice to perform this headstand. And as Swamiji mentioned that the person who is suffering from cardiac problem, so he should not practice like hypertension, should not practice headstand, because it is a balancing pose as well as it stimulates this autonomic activity. So it increases or shifts the autonomic balance towards the sympathetic activity. That means that there's an increase in the blood pressure, there will be an increase in the heart rate. So that's why the person who is suffering from this cardiovascular issue should not practice headstand. So this you can see, and while the oxygen saturation level of Swamiji remain the same, it is 98% at the moment. So you can see now the blood pressure is 129 by 94, while the pulse rate, or we can say heart rate, is 112, while oxygen saturation is between 97 to 98%. So this is while Swamiji is practicing headstand or Sirsasana.
10 to 20 सेकेंड्स ये योग के द्वारा आप अपने बॉडी, अपने माइंड, अपने थॉट्स, अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल कर लेते। इसको हम ऐसे बोलते हैं, एक क्षण में अपने स्वरूप में लौट आना। समत्वम योग उच्यते योगा कर्म सुखोषणम योग चित्त वृत्ति निरोधे का ये प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट है। ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज मीन्स एक्सरसाइज ऑफ ब्रेथ। दिस इज कॉल्ड ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज और प्राणायाम। प्राणायाम में एनर्जी एक्सपेंडिचर हमारा कैसे और कितना होता है, हमारे हार्ट रेट का क्या हाल होता है, ब्रेथ रेट कहाँ तक पहुँचता है, ऊपर और कहाँ तक आता है नीचे, ये सब मेजर करने के लिए कुछ इक्विपमेंट्स है, वो लगाएंगे और उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट आता है वो बताएंगे।
Now we have connected different electrodes to Swamiji. So now you can see these are the ECG electrodes which we have fixed, and here we are getting the ECG recording through which we extract the information of the heart rate variability. The second thing is we have placed this blood pressure cuff, and here we are getting the reading, and here we have this oxygen saturation cuff. So here we are getting the information about the oxygen saturation. Apart from this, we have fixed this mask to Swamiji, and it is connected with this indirect calorimetry, and from this we get the information about how much energy Swamiji is expending through a particular technique. So this is all about this all information about the electrode placements. So at the moment the blood pressure is 120 by 79, and while the oxygen saturation is 98%. First we can record this baseline recording for a minute, and then it will be useful to compare this with the baseline. Start. Stop. This you can see the influence of respiration rate on the ECG or on the heart rate. So when the respiration rate was very quick, so the heart rate was this, here you can see that.
Yes.
So there it dense. It was more dense, means like the heart rate. So through this we get the information about how breathing influences our autonomic activity of the autonomic nervous system. So that is one thing. The another thing, you can see the blood pressure here. It is going to be recorded. So it is at the moment 108 by 70. What is the most important thing here? You see that immediately after practicing the bellows type breathing or this Bhastrika pranayama, what happened? The pulse rate immediately calmed down. It went up, but immediately after the practice, it came to the resting condition, and as well as the blood pressure also. While you do any exercise, jogging or those kind of thing, so the blood pressure as well as this heart rate will be elevated, will remain elevated for a quite a period of time. But for this breathing technique, immediately after practicing is over, so you can see there's a significant it came immediately after to the baseline. So this is one of the most important thing here. So you can see here the respiratory frequency at the baseline, it was 13 breath per minute, and during the practice of high frequency yoga breathing or Bhastrika pranayama, it was about 143 breath per minute. So there was a drastic change in the respiration rate. Next thing we are going to highlight this the energy expenditure. The energy expenditure at baseline is about 1228 kilocalorie per day. So that is the energy expenditure at baseline. During the practice, it was about 3616 kilocalorie per day. So there is a 3-time increase in the energy expenditure during the practice of high frequency yoga breathing, or what we call this Vastrika Pranayama.
एक दिन योग पूरा पुष्पित पल्लवित होगा और पूरी दुनिया योग की शरण में होगी, वर्ल्ड हार्मनी, हैप्पीनेस, वर्ल्ड पीस का।
अगर आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आए तो हमारे चैनल को लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। ऐसी ही दिलचस्प और महत्वपूर्ण हेल्थ इश्यूज के बारे में जानकारी प्राप्त करने के लिए देखते रहिए हेल्थ मंत्रा।